Hello, hello, beautiful people. My name is Noah Lakshmi. I'm here to elevate humanity for a better world by elevating each and every one of you, each and every individual, elevating your body, mind, heart, and soul. And together we are creating a better world. And I like to use what we call astrology, the ancient wisdom of the cosmos, to help us navigate through this human experience. And before I go into this week's update, I want to let you know about my transformative 40 Days to Self-Mastery program. It's going to be a group program that I'm launching in October. This is the personal work that I do with people, and that's something you're still invited to check out if you'd like to do one-on-one work with me. But in October, I'm opening the container and going to take a group of people on this journey, 40 Days to Self-Mastery. If you're looking to upgrade your life, starting with your body, going into your mind, your heart, and your spirit, then check out my 40 Days to Self-Mastery program. There's the link that you can find, and there's an application form. And really, this is a program that if you are ready to take your life to the next level and you're ready to release some stuff from your body, from your mind, from your heart, then check out the program, and I hope to see you in October. And then if you'd like a one-on-one reading with me, an astrology reading, then you can go to my website, noahlakshmi.com, and we're going to dive deep into your own birth chart and see what is going on for you and what is the best way for you to navigate through your own personal experience. All right, so after the announcements, I'm going to go into what is going on right now. And I'll be honest with you, this was not an easy video for me to make. Opening up the camera wasn't easy, but just the power of commitment. I have committed myself to make those videos every week because I know a lot of people find these videos helpful. But I'm definitely feeling the intensity of this week, and there's a few things I'm going to talk about. First and foremost, I just want to say that if you have been feeling in the last few days a surge of emotions, things are coming up for you, what may even feel like depression, there's quite a feeling of low that can be felt right now, and I want to give you an encouragement to keep your head above water and to really express yourself, express your emotions in a very healthy way, meaning if anger is coming up or sadness is coming up, you might feel a lot of frustration. We've got the sun squaring the planet Mars. That can bring up a lot of frustration. That can feel like banging your head against the wall. You really want to do something, but you don't really have the energy to do it. You don't have emotional reserve. You don't have the physical energy. You don't have the mental energy. I just want to remind you that Mercury is still in retrograde as well, and in the sign of Virgo, which can feel like anxiety. You might feel this like nervous tension or just anxiety of worrying a lot about what the heck I'm doing with my life, what about the future, lots of worrying, lots of the worrying energy kind of feeling, and very mental and very in your head and very dissecting the details, maybe a little bit too much. And with the sun squaring the planet Mars and with Mercury still in retrograde, and I talked about that in my last video, this is not the time to really go too fast. Slow down. When Mercury is in retrograde, it's not a bad thing. It's just a way of the universe to kind of recalibrate ourselves, to make sure that our minds don't race a little bit too fast, and to bring the mind back into alignment with our soul, with our purpose, with our courage, and with our truth. So please slow down and don't force yourself to go too fast right now. Meaning, if your body, listen to your body. It's also about listening. Mercury in retrograde is about the deep listening to your body. What is your body really wanting, or what your body is really needing? and listen to your heart. Venus entered Libra. We are entering a place of more beauty and more harmony, more peace, feeling that feminine energy. Venus loves being in Libra. The planet Jupiter just entered Libra. So just be a little bit more gentle with yourself in the next few days, building up to the eclipse, which I'm going to talk about in just a moment. But just be mindful and be gentle. No need to force yourself to do anything. And at the same time, know that there is this wave of what I said can feel like depression or the slow, and just make sure you don't spiral down into that place too much. Leave the house. Like, for example, I really didn't want to leave my bed this morning. What feels like heaviness, like what we can classify as depression. So finding the balance, and that's the whole thing about the Libra energy, finding the balance between honoring yourself, honoring your body, honoring whatever it is that you're moving through emotionally and energetically, and still stay in reality, stay in your body, don't check out. We've got, again, the third time this year, and the last time, thank God, of Saturn squaring Neptune, and that's what can feel like depression, low, heaviness. There's a wall that I just cannot see past, and it really takes a lot of dedication to yourself and your life and your path to keep your head above water right now. Honoring yourself, be gentle, yet don't just check out. Don't stay in bed all day. Don't just go and drink something or smoke something or eat something just to cope, because when we do that, we just kind of we anchor what can feel like low energy, what can feel like low vibration. We anchor that even deeper into our cells, into our bodies, into our hearts. So I want to encourage you, if you are experiencing this kind of low, is to be gentle with yourself and to keep your head above water. Do the things that you can do that are still gentle, but are moving the energy, and you don't get stagnant with what can feel very low and heavy right now. And so we feel the intensity. We are in an eclipse season, and we are having our final eclipse for this year coming up Friday, September 16th. Today is Wednesday the 14th. We had a first eclipse on the 18th of August, and then the solar eclipse that we had in the beginning of September, and now we are closing the eclipse season. And that's one of the reasons why we feel that intensity. Eclipses bring up a lot to the surface. Eclipses encourage us and invite us to release, and in order to release, we've got to face things. In order to heal, we must feel. And especially with the axis that these eclipses are happening in, which is the Virgo and Pisces axis, it's really all about service. It's all about unity consciousness. It's about the oneness consciousness. It's about compassion. It's about letting go of illusions and delusions and facing reality. There's deep, deep, deep healing. Both Pisces and Virgo have something to do with healing. And the Virgo gives us the opportunity to heal our bodies and to heal our minds. And Pisces is about healing the unconscious, to bring things to the conscious so they can be healed, and gives us an opportunity to heal our hearts and to heal the collective, as well as each of us playing our own part. So the intensity that is being felt is very much triggered by those eclipses, and the fact that we are sitting in the middle, approaching the last eclipse of the year. And Pisces also is the last sign of the zodiac, so there's a lot that is coming up to completion. And also 2016 is a year of completion. There's a lot of endings. And with endings come grieving. Even if you are letting go of things that you've been wanting to let go of, if it's certain identities, certain personalities, certain relationships, you're letting go of certain circumstances in your life, even if it's a good goodbye that you're saying, there's still a purge that is happening, and there's some grieving that happens around that process, whether you're aware of it or not. So again, I'm going back to being gentle with yourself, and know that when the purge is happening on the emotional level and on an energy level, you feel it in your body as well, because it's all connected. So if you're feeling that mental exhaustion, you're going to feel it in your body, and vice versa. So do the things that bring you peace right now. It's very important that keeps you grounded and bring you peace, because it's really, really easy right now to spiral up or down. And again, balance is the name of the game right now. So the eclipse that is coming on Friday the 16th, it's going to happen in the sign of Pisces, and it's right in conjunction with Chiron. And Chiron is the wounded healer. It's the deepest wound that we have as a collective. And on a personal level, this is a time for major healing and releasing. It may feel very emotional, and again, we're already feeling that. The emotions are coming up, the emotional intensity. Mars is squaring this eclipse. It's squaring the sun and the moon, because during a lunar eclipse, it's a full moon. The sun opposes the moon, and Mars is squaring both. That is intense, ladies and gentlemen. We are looking at Mars, which is the warrior. It's the sword, the one that is cutting through the veil, cutting through whatever it is that needs to be cut through. With the intensity of the eclipse, there's a lot of shadow work that we always encounter during eclipses. Lunar eclipse is when the earth is right in between the sun and the moon gets covered for that period of time. So there's a lot of shadow that is being felt, and a lot of shadows that are being triggered, a lot of things from the past. And this is a great time for major healing and releasing. And with our own self, in your own personal life, and also in the collective. With Pisces, we are looking at the collective unconscious. And those of you, my friends, that are highly sensitive beings, are very empathic, and can feel the collective unconscious, this is a especially sensitive time for you. I want you to take care of yourself. I want you to be gentle. And if you feel very inward right now, nothing is wrong. Again, you might feel like depression. It's not. If you need more time alone, then please do that. Know that a lot is being processed and released by the collective. And if you are feeling it very strongly, very intensely, then take care of yourself. There's also a big energy surge that is coming onto Earth. I'm bringing some esoteric stuff now beyond astrology, and we are all being recalibrated. We are all being upgraded. Our systems are being recalibrated, because there is an expansion that is taking place, with Jupiter also moving into a new sign, and it's a 13-month cycle. There's a big shift, and Jupiter is the biggest planet in our solar system, moving into a new sign. So there's a new cycle. And this cycle with Libra, and the sun is going to move into Libra next week. Libra is about harmony and beauty and balance. And all this releasing that is being done right now, and this big purge and the healing with these eclipses, is to make space for a new balance in your life, harmony and beauty. Libra is a cardinal sign as well. Cardinal is the initiator. So you're initiating this new phase in your life, a phase that is a lot more harmonious, that is more balanced, that there's a balance between the body, the mind, and the heart. There's more harmony taking place within your life. And again, balancing your life and finding a new sense of balance. What is that balance for you? We have Venus also in the sign of Libra, opposing Uranus in the sign of Aries. So much about myself and relationships, and finding the balance of my own individual self, my own individual expression versus relationships. Where is the balance there? Do I give too much? Do I not give enough? Asking yourself all these questions and finding a greater sense of balance. But right now things feel like it's all being stirred up. There's no major clarity. There's no just one kind of course of direction. Things are still feeling very changeable and up in the air because the mutable energy is still very dominant with all these planets opposing one another and squaring one another. The ground does not feel stable. So what do? You ground yourself as much as possible. Don't get too overwhelmed with these energies right now. And if you do feel you're getting overwhelmed, then slow down. Check back in with yourself. Find that place of balance. Bring yourself back to that place of balance, harmony, and peace. And things after the eclipse will definitely shift gears. But until then, the few days building to the eclipse, there's an intensity that is building up. And this weekend is going to be loaded and quite intense. And then starting next week, we will feel the shift. But for right now, I really want to encourage you to be with yourself for the next few days. Really tune into your heart. Set a clear intention for this new cycle, the 6-month cycle that we're entering after closing this last eclipse, this new cycle of more balance, more harmony, more peace. We are entering a phase of a lot more unity within our own personal lives and in the collective as well. This is a great time for relationships to form. If it's romantic relationships, if it's any type of love relationships, if it's business partnerships, anything to do with cooperation and collaboration, we are really entering a time for that and expanding our understanding of unity consciousness and what it means to live for one another, and creating communities and creating societies and creating a world that really supports the individual and support one another. So this is what's up right now. I'm sending you a lot of love. I'm sending you a lot of support, a lot of light. These are not the easiest times. And if you're watching this video, and I really want to congratulate you for just enduring September. It is definitely one of the most intense months of 2016, which is already a pretty loaded year. So again, sending you so much love. And if you need that extra support, if you know that you are ready for that next step in your life, that next level in your life, upgrading your well-being, then please check out my program, 40 Days to Self-Mastery, or check out my one-on-one work where we can take your life to the next level together. And if you want a personal reading, noalakshmi.com. Find me there. Find me on Facebook. I appreciate the support, the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. So much love. Bye-bye.